All your base are belong to us.
Oh, we need music. Now, what is the purpose of liking? Why must we do it? Why does our soul consume us so to click one little button and we take the mouse into our hands and we move it in such a way to show appreciation, to show a voice, to show the world that we are not just numbers, but people? So I want you to grab that mouse and use that index finger for what it was made for. To click one button. Or else. Alyssa Mercante is gonna chop your dick off, man. Like that's really gonna happen. First.
Money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, well, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat, money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no code names, SJW screaming, but it's money they blame, burning with envy, they're falling flat, they can't handle the sound of a super chat.
No, they can't make me do it. They can't. It's been 10 months, No!
Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement,
Gonna make
and
me
he's
do
never
it,
getting
huh?
out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement,
Well,
and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's
if
never
I'm
getting
gonna
out.
do this,
Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's
I
in the
better be
basement, and
ready.
he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out. Nobody's in the basement, and he's never getting out.
Well, hello. It has been too long, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? Although I say ladies and gentlemen, we know it's meant. We know it's meant. How is everyone doing? I've been yes, sir. I am back. Been just trying to get over some just life stuff that happens outside of the interwebs as something that happens such. But yeah, got a new job. I work graveyard shift, so figuring this out has been kind of the main challenge of like, okay, I do an 8-hour shift over as a caregiver for people with Alzheimer's and dementia, get home, and then I'm just kind of dipshit tired, really don't have time for research, so I sleep, and then I wake up at around noonish, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stream today. I'm gonna do some research on stuff, and thankfully there's not a lot going on today. But there was one big one. And today we're gonna go over some stuff, but the main piece that we're gonna be going over was gonna probably take the most amount of our time is Mizkif put out a part 1 of the whole thing with him and Emiru and her claiming essay against him and all that stuff. And honestly, I really didn't think a lot into that position because he was also suing Asmongold. I'm like, I don't know, I focus more on the Asmongold thing. I'm like, why are you suing him? I really didn't give a lot of thought to the Mizkif thing. But we're gonna be, but that'll be the highlight. That'll be the highlight of the stream, the main topic at the end. Other than that, I have been working on my streamer app, which we're actually using right now. So if I... Are you freaking kidding me? I'm like, yeah, it's the thing that I was showing you, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. It still needs some tuning up. But yeah, I did a different layout. The polls, well, they don't like look different, but yeah, big thing that I added though is a studio. So yeah, I actually might be streaming off of this thing at some point. It is nowhere near ready. It breaks all the time. Like right now I'm trying to feature one of your guys' chats and it's not letting me. I don't know, but for some reason it's just being gay, just like me. Anyway, oh, hold on. Yeah. Okay. All right. Actually, there is one thing I need to do real quick. Boom. And then yeah, I forgot to get the short stream live. I usually time that out, but then again, guys, I'm a little rusty. So, but yeah, there's going to be a few topics as we go. If you see in the thumbnail, there's a few things we're going to be going over. First of which, I actually kind of want your guys' advice on something. So we are just going to go ahead and what am I doing? Ah, there we go. So let's go over here. All right. So last night, by the way, I sent this to him weeks ago. Oh, we got Proctofile for the $2. Thank you so much, sir. Oh, and another $2. Why isn't... crap. I accidentally removed this Streamlabs donations, which I was still gonna use. God damn it. Yeah, but as you can see, the little thing from Meld Studio, the little thing on the left is still working. We're gonna move this way. There we go. Oh, crap. Frickin'. Thanks, Obama. Hold on. There's still a few things on the shorts that I'm still fixing. I haven't looked at my stuff in a while. if you know what I mean. Okay, there we go. All right. But yes, thank you for the dono. I really do appreciate it. I need to get like some extra stuff at some point. But anyway, but thank you for testing it out. I don't have everything up. It was kind of one of those things that I got my setup, and then the last half hour, I was like, oh no, I don't have everything here. Anyway, there's a bit of a reveal last night. Made this and sent this to Smash maybe like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, you home yet? And he's like, no, not yet. But this is what I sent him, and we'll see here.
Holy crap. Nobody for the 2? Nice shirt. Thank you. Nobody. Well, okay. Hold on. Time out. We'll get to the curses and the blessings in a second, but we need to take a moment to honor Nobody and the shirt that he created.
An honor, huh?
I showed to my wife, and she said, what does that even mean? I'm like, you don't get it. You know?
No. Okay, guys, like I know he says this on stream that like his wife doesn't get it, like she doesn't watch any of his streams. Like, no, like like she really means it. He really means it. Like she does not do. She knows nothing of what's going on in his streams. Has no idea what he says. I highly doubt that she has pulled up any of his streams in like the last like since he started full-time streaming. So anyway, big reveal here. Hi, Dexter. You can do no wrong, Dexter.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
I made him an Unblock Me Paul t-shirt with like 8-bit graphics. So here's my question, and this might be a little bit of more of a legalese kind of thing. Should I sell it? That's kind of the main question that I have. Should I sell the t-shirt? Because I bet you there are a lot of people that are blocked by Paul Tassi. I can imagine the amount of creators that'd be like, unblock me, Paul.
Unblock me, Paul.
There he goes.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Shout out to Nobody. You absolute legend. I appreciate you, man.
Okay. So anyway, I'm just wondering, and I'm not going to put up a poll or anything, but I'm just kind of curious. Absolutely sell the shit out of that. Okay. All right. I got one. So I'll take that. Okay. Moving on though. Let's see here. How should I do this? We're gonna. Yeah, I need to fix my layout here, man. Okay. And we're gonna mute that. Oh god, there's so many things like you have to fucking do as a streamer. It's really fucking annoying. Anyway, moving on. So, if you have not heard of the recent misgoings-on of bricks and minifigs, I almost said mini FAGS, bricks and minifigs, and the whole thing that's going on there, Reckless Ben being sued, and then he was silenced. Well, we actually have an update. And it's a pretty decent update, as if I shall say.
Ago, I was wrongfully silenced.
I am no longer allowed to even mention this mystery company.
But today, I got my freedom of speech back.
I have my freedom of speech back, baby. I can say whatever I want. I can say bricks and minifigs sucks. I can say bricks and minifigs still support people. And look, I just said it. I'm not in jail.
Where the fuck is he? Like, I know the man is incredibly athletic. Like, he's like he walks on a tightrope and everything and does flips and all that. He has his own channel for that. I think he only has like 15,000 subscribers or something like that. But did he actually just climb up there and just have a drone circle him just for this shot? If so, that is amazing.
You're sick. We got our First Amendment right back.
Yeah.
Episode 3 is live right now on Patreon, so check it out. If you don't want to subscribe to Patreon, then you can always just wait until it's on YouTube in a couple days, but it's live. And also, you can check out episode 4 coming very soon.
Okay, well, that was that. So I will admit, guys, I already have. I went to his Patreon. I gave him the $8 and then unsubscribed from my membership on there. Yeah, hey, Shy Anarchist, I see you. Yes, the test is there. The test is there. All right. So I did go onto his Patreon. I did see the entire thing. A lot of it is going over kind of what we already know, but a lot of stuff is new, especially with the court case. So, and the ending of what he demands, I think is fair. So hopefully, if you guys are curious, you know what, I'll go ahead and link his Patreon real quick. Patreon, Reckless. Just go to the thing. Okay. Here is his. Damn it! I cannot click. I don't know how to click. All right. There is Reckless Ben's Patreon. If you want to go see part 3 of the series, then it's absolutely amazing. And he says he's going to keep going till they finally cave. So, all right. So moving on here. What do we got? Okay. So this is kind of funny. So if you've ever heard of a show called Avatar, The Last Airbender. Hold on. Okay. Have you ever heard of a show called Avatar, The Last Airbender? And a few months ago, a guy linked the entire movie to the world. I don't know if it was a hacker. I don't know if it was someone on the inside of the studio. And I totally didn't download it. I don't know what you're accusing me of. But this movie is apparently going to be coming out, and the trailer came out today. So we are going to take a look, and we are going to see what it's all about, because I totally didn't see the full movie. Totally didn't download it. The world totally didn't see it. But we never saw a trailer for it, so let's see how it goes. Proctophile just outright going, yeah, I did it.
One of the greatest shows of all time.
I'm probably gonna
Last Airbender.
I'm gonna be pausing a little bit towards this because Nickelodeon Viacom copyright is super fucking lame.
A legacy that can be felt today.
You may be the last airbender,
But you're still gay.
but you're not alone.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
I'm the Avatar. I found allies from every nation. And together, we ended the 100-Year War.
One of the most anticipated
Hey.
films of the year.
Because of you, all of the nations live together in peace and harmony.
Uh-huh.
All except mine.
Huh?
An airbender.
My senses tell me this guy is pretty attractive.
What does attractive even mean?
Just give me a
Wait. There was another guy in some ice? Oh, absolutely. This is going to definitely be better than Netflix adaptation. I heard so much crap about season 2. Actually, I haven't even gotten to any detail about it. I heard that there's some DEI casting, which is kind of weird to say since like it's a multi-ethnic and racial show. So actually, I need to look into that a little bit more. I think, I'll look up Nuxtaku. Nuxtaku, I think I saw a thumbnail of him commenting on it, but we'll see.
Great confirmation. Is he attractive?
He's very attractive. Huh? What? He is. It's all in the bone structure.
It's true.
Ben,
Zuko's right.
you and I can heal the past. He's a bad
And
guy, right?
together, we can build a new world.
Welcome to Team Avatar.
How many countless were killed in the 100 years waiting for his return? If we want anything to change, we need what the Benders have. Power.
Thanks, John.
This isn't the way we can bring back balance.
So one thing that's just kind of the obvious giveaway is that airbender is clearly the bad guy, right? Like, honestly, I would have liked to be surprised. I don't think they should have had him in the trailer. Yeah. I don't think that's a good idea.
Peace. I promise you I'll fix it.
We'll fix it. Together.
All right. Got some bending. July 20. Wait, is it coming out this month? Wait, hold on a second. Like, Avatar. That's it. Wow, it's coming out this month. Huh. Who would have known? Who would have thought? Look at us, right? Okay. It was kind of a gay moment when they found him. You mean the other airbender, or when Aang was found? Because I totally didn't see it, and I totally didn't watch it. But even if I did download it, you know, I probably didn't watch the entire thing. Maybe just the beginning of it. The other Proctofile, yes, yeah. Well, the show is very campy. I would say that it's campy, not gay. But I do understand that there's a fine line in campy and going full AIDS gay. So I would say campy and disagree with you on that, Shy Anarchist, and maybe that's just the nostalgia in me. But I'm gonna say no, not gay. Oh God, and he's like, no, it's full gay. It's going full gay, nobody. Anyway. Oh, God. No, but I'm excited to see it. Hope you're excited to see it. Tell me down below. Let me know. And what's up next? Okay. Like I said, I don't know if I said this. Oh, no. Shy Anarchist is now threatening me. All right. So. Now, that I probably didn't say this at the beginning, but this is supposed to be a short stream, me kind of just getting back into it. It depends on how long the ending is, because it's gonna be a long one. So that's what she said. But if you haven't heard or been under a rock, Caleb Hammer, he's a thing. He runs the show Financial Audit on his channel. He has a few other channels that I subscribe to. One is Front Page, I think. That's kind of like mini documentaries of what's going on in the world in finances, or like most recently, the one I watched is the one on him, going through Canada. But let's focus on his main show, Financial Audit. On Financial Audit, he gets down and sits one-on-one with people. And these people that he's interviewing are not very good with their money, and he's there to give them advice, maybe help them out a little, where he can. He has an app and everything. He's going up. Apparently, he has over 110,000 members on his YouTube channel, which is insane. But he's finally he's pretty neutral on most things politics, and he can't stand extremism on either side of the aisle. But I think he met his match in regards to the radical left. And I don't know, guys. I don't know. Do you think... what do you think? Do you think she's a radical lefty socialist? I don't know. They say with the blue hair and the ridiculous armory that they're wearing. Do we see a nose ring? Nope, no nose ring. But we do see over here a little bit of a star style thing. So unnecessary jewelry in places. Okay, that makes it. Wait, is she wearing glasses? All right, she does have glasses. All right. But we're going to go through this real quick because Caleb Hammer is just, she says the most ridiculous stuff. And if you haven't seen these liberals these socialists, when they are confronted with with kind of what reality is, they don't handle it well. They start barking off and chirping like a parrot. It's like, the buzzword is the thing. The buzzword is what I must say. And they really haven't thought this through. Like the most educated people in the world coming out of Yale that still think socialism can succeed. Morons. All right, here we go.
Question, what percent does the top 1% pay in federal income taxes?
None.
See, there's this idea. It's like, oh no, they write off everything, or they use their, or what does Elon Musk do? And he does this for a lot. But the thing is, like, you can take your cash and you can put it in liquid. You can put in stocks and other investments, and if you put that in there, then that can't be taxed unless you take it out. So that means you have that capital gains tax. But the thing is, it doesn't remove the taxes before he put that in there. Like, that just doesn't happen. That's why he likes getting paid in dividends and stocks. So he doesn't have income. But that doesn't mean that his businesses don't make income. That has to be taxed. They do not realize that. So let me put it to you this way. And this is like a really dumb way to put it. Okay? All right, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. So, man, there's a little bit of a green screen there, and it's bugging me. Oh, no. That's the bar. Anyway, so I'm Elon Musk. God, I wish. I'm Elon Musk, and I am a trillionaire. All right? I'm a trillionaire. Okay. I own all these businesses. I own SpaceX. I own X or XAI. I think he combined the two. I don't know. He used to own PayPal. He Tesla, whatever. So he doesn't necessarily make an income from a lot of these businesses. So let's just say Tesla and SpaceX. He's so rich, he doesn't need an income, but he still wants to be paid. So he gets paid in stocks. That's where his investment is. So you can't pay on stocks unless they flourish, unless you actually pull out your money from the stock exchange. That's where, the gain tax happens. But that doesn't mean that SpaceX isn't making money. The government is paying for them. There are outside private institutions that are paying for it. Private institutions go to SpaceX to launch their own satellites. They use that service. They don't go through fucking NASA. NASA's completely government funded. And yes, you can say that SpaceX is, subsidized in many ways. That's because the government has just as much interest in space as they do in NASA. So they give him tax breaks and all that other stuff. But guess what? They still pay him. All these companies still pay SpaceX. Advertisers still go on X and advertise on X. You still need to pay taxes on those. And yes, he does pay those taxes. Because first he gets the money, leaves out the chunk he needs to pay in taxes, or what he believes he needs to, puts that in the stock exchange, and the rest go into the taxes. Now, I am simplifying this a lot. But if you don't understand that, they pay like 40 to 60% of the taxes every year If you don't understand that, and depending on kind of what it is, up to 80, depending on whether it's federal or state, they still pay a majority of the taxes. If anything, like the question that was made actually recently by who's the guy that owns Amazon? God, Amazon guy. I can't think of his name right now. He actually made a suggestion. He's like, like there's like 3% of taxpayers that probably shouldn't be paying taxes. Like if they're making like under like $75,000. Like that kind of doesn't make sense. So rather than raising our taxes, how about you help the little guy and don't tax them? Like, and that makes a lot more sense. Like a billionaire is saying this. Jeff Bezos. Bezos, yes. Thank you, Proctophile. 40 to 50%, yeah. Oh. Apologize to me. I don't know the numbers clearly as well as Caleb would. So, but he's just going after her because she's just sitting there being like, "No, I'm just better. Socialism's better. You don't understand. It's a fucking religion." Oh, god damn it. I did it. I did it again. Let's get to fat face. Yeah, this is where we were.
I think it's about 40 to 50%. No, I believe it's about 35%. Then the top 10% pays 50 to 60%. Top 50% pays 99%. The bottom 50% of earners only pay 1%. Did you know we actually have the most progressive?
Yeah, I was around in the same ballpark. I was in the ballpark. He would definitely know a lot more than I would. So
Income tax system in the entire Western world. Did you know that?
I did not.
Oh,
she did. She didn't. Oh.
We do. Of course you didn't know that. Why know anything before having an opinion? What the fuck is wrong with you?
That he just summed up. He just summed up the radical left socialists right there. Why do you have an opinion without knowing anything? Like who the fuck would do that? That is such. I'm gonna use that line. Thank you, Caleb. I appreciate it. I'm completely regarded. So, if you know what I mean by regarded, so I'm stealing that one. I'm stealing that one.
Probably a raised taxes person, aren't you? But you didn't even know that we have the most progressive income tax in the entire Western world. You think?
I know that.
You think the top 1% pays 0%? Okay, but that's actually just not true according to IRS data.
Comparatively.
No, that is the percentages. Compared to what? Compared to the bottom 50%? No, compared to the bottom 50%, bottom 50% only pays 1%.
It's a lot more than what?
Then they should?
Yes.
The bottom 50% shouldn't pay 1%?
It's something like...
That's interesting you say that because you know the social programs that you love and you beg for that the entire European Union does. You know how they pay for it? They pay for it with a VAT tax. You know what a VAT tax is?
What's a VAT?
Oh, wow.
Value added tax.
So you don't even know how they pay for the social programs that you're begging for.
Well, but they're taxes.
But what's a VAT tax?
Another type
This
of
is
tax.
pathetic. It's a national sales tax.
Yes, he's absolutely right. So one thing that you guys probably never really heard about is the VAT tax. And if you probably heard of the VAT tax, it was probably because of 2019 and 2020 presidential election with Andrew Yang. Because Andrew Yang, he wanted to do a VAT tax in order for universal basic income to exist. His plan to give people $1,000 a month of basic living. So, and at the time, like I was like, it's an interesting idea, and his idea was that it would just go to everyone. That even if you're a billionaire, you're still an American citizen. Yada 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 yada. And he says that it only go to citizens. Now, I have a very it's very interesting, especially with what's going on in the Supreme Court. Like that, there's like the whole, you know, oh man, I lost my train of thought. You know, oh yeah, birthright citizenship, and then you have like, you know, all these immigrants. You have the thing with the Haitian things. Like, okay, with the social programs, what can we do? Like, how would that work? So, would there be separate social programs for illegal immigrants? Would it get rid of other social programs? Would the $1,000 a month just would that ever raise? Would it go down? Like, I don't know. That's too much money from the government going into the hands of everyday Americans. Like, I think it's too much, and I think it would completely overwhelm our system.
So overall, that is a less progressive tax than we have anywhere here. So the poorest people over in Europe have to pay a flat sales tax to pay for the social programs that they benefit. They pay a higher percentage of their income to taxes as a national base to get those percentages. Where you say the bottom 50% shouldn't even pay 1%? No, if we were going to mimic their systems over there, they would be paying much larger than 1%. You don't know what the you're talking about. Pathetic.
What am I talking about?
You just said the bottom 50% should pay less than 1%.
I said that they are.
What?
No. That is not what she said.
I said that the billionaires are not paying their fair share.
How do you define fair share?
It should be relative to what they make.
Yeah. No way, girly. Hold on. See that face. No way, girl. It should be proportional of what they make, just like every American citizen, just like every almost tax system in the entire Western Hemisphere. Are you? Wow, she is retarded. She's dumb.
It should be relative to what they make.
Trust me, on what they make, income-wise, they are paying their 40%.
Well, but if they're saying that they only made $70,000 that year.
You're talking about their business? That's not what they make, that's their business, and that's relatively fair if they're employing and investing a lot in R&D and new technology. You know, we have that tax structure for a reason, so people are investing in the United States economy, so they're building more products, so they're employing more people, which actually contributes more to the tax base overall in the end, because when they employ more people, that creates payroll taxes on both ends, and it...
Yeah, okay, and you guys actually might not know this. So when he says payroll taxes on both ends, so you get your check, right? And then you get a payroll tax, so income tax. Well, then the business also has to pay a percentage of the tax that they're paying. So they're also paying their employees taxes. Or at least they're matching it. I forget how that works. I'm not a business owner. Hopefully one day I will be, but that would be great. But yeah, even the businesses pay more taxes just having employees. On income tax. It's crazy.
Actually creates more income tax on the people making over six figures. That actually provides more money overall, because if you collect all the money from all the billionaires in the world, we'd be able to fund our federal budget by what? 50, I think a half a year?
I believe the figure that I heard was 10 months.
So we create more taxes by creating those tax structures and employing more people.
Mm-hmm.
So
or unionize the top 10 ones.
Okay, you just come in with a talking point. It's just like, what the what the
unionize.
Is that? Nothing to do with the point I said.
When it comes to unionization, depending on if it's back-breaking work, like literal back-breaking work, like you're building a railroad or, shipment yard, like I used to be in, I used to work for a plywood mill. They had a union. Like if it's back-breaking labor, yeah, I completely understand like why a union probably should exist. But in most every other industry, it just really doesn't. I remember when Linus Tech Tips, okay, let me go full screen. I remember when Linus Tech Tips once said, if his employees ever asked to be in a union or mobilized to do so, he thought that he goes, I would view myself as a failure as a business owner. Yeah. Which, yeah, I completely understand that. But the thing is, you have to look at the market. You have to look at your taxes. You have to look at all these other things. Like being a business owner is fucking stressful job. Like, you want to know the stress of a business owner? Ask a business owner of a restaurant. Ask the owner of a restaurant. They probably love their job, but holy crap, the margins that they have to look at every single day in order to keep that place running is astronomical. If you actually go to grocery stores, like let's just say Safeway. I don't know if there's a Safeway, but essentially, at least on the West Coast, it's a pretty popular grocery store. You want to know what their profit margins are? It's like only around 5%. Like, grocery stores don't make shit. And yet they are completely needed on how this country and the whole entire Western civilization runs, right? Like, it is insane to me that people just don't use their brain for a second. Like, if you just look up profit margins on certain industries, like, you would understand that we have the most progressive taxes, sometimes to an extent where it's unfair for business owners and franchises. Like, people really do not pay attention. People do not pay attention. Anyway, I'm going to refill my drink real quick. We will give you some ladies. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Just needed to get a little bit of my drink. I'm actually on a carnivore diet right now, believe it or not. So this is just Mio with electrolytes and stuff like that. It's like pink lemonade. Yeah. Like I actually went to the kitchen the other day, and I went to the store and I got, one of those big tubes of hamburger. And yesterday I went down in the kitchen finally and I cut each one of them up. And then so I made my own burger patties and then put them in tin foil and then put them in the freezer. It's actually not half bad. Just put them in the air fryer. And if I'm at work, I have to use a microwave. So there is that. Though, I actually need to go to the store. Get some like American cheese. Yes, this is an idea. Yes. Moving on. Okay. If you haven't been hiding under a rock recently, you know that the Tyler Robinson trial is going on currently, and it's being filmed live. I know Uncivil Law, he's covering it. And apparently, there's been some security footage that just blew up that was revealed during the trial. And if you don't know anything, there's been a lot of conspiracy theories made by certain individuals, Candace Owens, that are batshit insane, like him not even being at the campus at all, right? Now, and I highly suggest going over to the Sean Ryan show where he interviewed her while she sat there and just lied her ass off while Sean Ryan, Navy SEAL, is like, I'm not going to push back. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to believe everything that you say. And I have a lot of respect for Sean Ryan, but wow, I do not think that he looked into her and how much how inconsistent she is on anything that she does. Well, it looks like I said before, some new security footage has been unveiled because of this court case. And here we have Benny Johnson. He's going to be reporting on it here.
Noise that you hear off in the distance right now are the collective screams and shrieks of the worst actors in media crying out in agony as all of their dirty, degenerate, and unhinged conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk's murder go up in flames in a Utah courthouse as the prosecutors roll out demonstrable evidence, video, DNA, and otherwise, that prove that Tyler Robinson, a left-wing Antifa-connected troon, killed Charlie Kirk out of malice and out of hatred. And that's been proven today in the pre-trial rulings by the judge, who's finally allowing the American public to see all of the evidence. And before jumping into this, a really quick editorial note. We have been consistent in calling for all of the evidence to be released to the American public. We trust the American public as a...
So Benny Johnson, he's been really consistent on this. And the thing is that I really do like Benny Johnson. Sometimes he does bring up stories and that I think... I'm like, why are you talking about this? Like, they're really small stories. I go, okay, you do you, Benny. You do you. But I want, you guys might not understand how extreme Candace Owens has been about this. So there's this whole thing with where Charlie Kirk was in the courtyard, and there was this place where he was standing, and then like 3 days or 4 days afterwards, a construction crew came by and like was digging it up and like putting new cement on it or some shit like that. No, on the Sean Ryan show, she claimed that there had to be a Pentecostal symbol like engraved in the concrete underneath it. Like she's saying some crazy ass shit.
Reasonable and moral people that will come to a rational conclusion. But in the time period between the release of the prosecutor's evidence and now, very bad and malicious actors have, for personal profit and because of personal vendettas against the Kirk family and Turning Point USA, weaponized this murder in order to sow division, to distract from the actual forces that killed Charlie that day, which is left-wing extremism and violence, and to poison the minds of the potential jurors and the American public against a righteous prosecution here. It is a eternal evil visited upon the Kirk family. It is an immorality. It is against my Christian faith to do this to a widow.
Yep.
It is unspeakably evil, and we denounce it.
Yeah, dude, like, Candace Owens is reaching that line where you don't know if she's crazy or just grifting. Like, honestly, I cannot tell. She's into some fucking weird-ass conspiracy theories. Like, I don't know why she started with the French prime minister's wife. Like, yeah, she has some masculine traits, but I think she's just really shooting for the stars there, and I don't think the arrow's gonna hit.
And you can see that evil in action here just a week ago, where Candace Owens says that Tyler Robinson never even went to the campus at UVU. She never stepped foot on the campus.
Who do you think is behind this?
I don't
Do you think
Tyler Robinson was there.
You don't think he was there?
Yeah.
I think he's a total patsy.
Oh, okay. Well, interesting.
And the thing is, we already have video footage from that same day when they found him. So what we're going to see is some unreleased stuff, but I don't know why. Why, Candace? You were such a powerhouse. Like, one thing that you can never take away from Candace Owens, like, she's a straight up star. Like, she has star power. That is one of the reasons why, like, all these weird conspiracy theories that just fall flat on their face just like this, that people believe them, because she has just convincing star power. And the way that she presents things, they seem logical, but no, they don't. Like, there's conspiracy theories that you and I, chat, you and I have seen online, and we're like, yep, that's going to be proven true in like 6 months to a year. It's pretty evident. And 6 months to a year later, oh, it happens to be true. This is not one of those. You're really looking too far into this, Candace. You're really looking too far into us. I can't speak. I'm out of practice, guys. Me speaking no English too good. I don't know. Maybe I'm just wearing off the gayness from Pride Month.
Because today, there were nearly an hour's worth of footage released to the American public of Tyler Robinson at the campus. Multiple visits, 4 total visits that day, with his vehicle, his license plate, his face full and clear on the camera. You can track his every movement and see that Tyler Robinson was not only there, but they have the footage of the actual shot being taken from the roof and Tyler Robinson crawling and jumping off that roof.
Yeah, we already saw that.
Every single conspiracy up and atomized in an instant. Let's go through all of the evidence. I've been waiting to do this show. Here we go. Judge rules surveillance video from the UVU campus, Tyler Robinson, can be broadcast to the public in the courthouse. Becoming clear that there's a lot of video evidence that we haven't seen, which is why we have held off. The wild speculation could have gotten a lot of clicks on it, I guess. But it's evil to do something like this, especially when people's lives are at stake, when justice hangs in the balance. And here we go. Hopefully we will see some justice. Here, a video compilation of Tyler Robinson visiting the UVU campus 4 times, stretching out into the early morning of September 11th. It's going to be submitted and broadcast to the media. Here's the video.
Let's go ahead and put it on all screens. No, I appreciate it. It is so it is admitted and may be published to the screens. And just want to make sure it's on your screen, Agent.
Hey, Life Parrot. Right. And Jazzy, thank you for the follow.
You may proceed.
Appreciate that, Judge. Thank you. Go ahead.
All right, let's see this.
Okay, what are we seeing here, Agent Hall?
That's the vehicle that is believed to belong to Mr. Robinson arriving in the parking garage on campus.
Yeah, what time in the morning? What time of the day?
It's approximately 8:30 in the morning on September 10th, 2025.
And what leads you to believe this particular vehicle belongs to Mr. Robinson?
Information that was provided regards to driver's license and Department of Motor Vehicle records. The vehicle fits the description of a vehicle owned by Mr. Robinson.
Is there anything unique about that vehicle that stands out to you?
The shape of the vehicle is very distinct, but predominantly the wheels were very distinctive on this version of the vehicle.
Now what do we see?
The driver of the vehicle exits the vehicle and then walks on foot to exit the parking garage.
So they have Tyler Robinson. You can see Tyler Robinson walking here. You can see him going down the stairs. You can see him walking back to his car. You can see him returning. You can see him walking to a Chick-fil-A and then eating at a Chick-fil-A. You can see then Tyler Robinson returning right before Charlie Kirk was shot.
In different clothes. And that's one of the things that Candace Owens during the podcast with Sean Ryan was saying. It's like, how did he end up in the Chick-fil-A? And like, she thinks that he was a patsy. It's like, no, like, he went there to change his clothes so that he wouldn't be identifiable. Yeah, well, clearly that didn't work.
Walking now with a limp, which is very interesting. Potentially, this could show that he's carrying a gun barrel in his pants or on the side of his shirt.
Wait, what?
And here he goes up the stairs. And
Stop
then here,
speeding
very
through it,
interesting.
Benny.
The prosecutors say you can see him jumping onto the roof and then laying in a prone position over Charlie Kirk and taking the shot.
As you can see on the video here, there is a cut through there north of the Losi building, and that's Mr. Robinson coming up the sidewalk. He has the noticeable gait or limp in his walk.
Oh, right here.
And then he moves south across the front of the Losi building.
On the sidewalk?
Yes, correct.
Why?
Building parking lot to the Losi building, and Mr. Robinson is appearing on the exterior staircase, which gives access to the Losi building roof and the area where the railing was.
Again, let's break that image into quadrants. Where would he be located if you broke it into quadrants?
It's in the top right, and the individual
he's
can
right
be
there.
seen
Right there.
moving
He's right
under
there.
the notations that are on the video.
You can see it right here.
Yeah, he's on
There
the
it
roof.
is, right there. You see him? Actual
And
footage
what time
of
is
Robinson
this?
on the roof.
It's just afternoon, about 12:15
On what day?
on September 10th, 2025.
What just happened, or what did we just see happen?
The individual actually kind of rolls over the railing
this?
onto the roof of the Losi
there?
building.
All right.
Oh, he's right up there.
You see him moving
And
around.
again, in the top left corner, the individual is now seen running across the rooftop of the Losi building to what would be the southwest corner of the building, crouching down and then crawling to the corner of the building.
And this is at what time?
Around 12:23. I think the timestamp on the video is 12:22.
On the 10th.
On September 10th, yes,
So we're
2025.
clear. This is the roof of the Losi building.
Correct.
Oh. Well, I thought that Tyler Robinson didn't step foot on campus that day. Gonna have a hard time explaining this one.
Yeah.
But I do sincerely look forward to it.
No, just watch Candace Owens just like lose her shit. Be like, it's AI.
If you had evidence, then you better throw it up right now that somebody's lying. If you have something other than Charlie came to you in a dream, or you just have a bad feeling about this, now would be the time. In other words, Candace Owens is a liar and a modern day cult leader. You can see here, the prosecutors just presented footage of someone believed to be Tyler Robinson rolling over the railing of the Losi Student Center and moving into a prone position seconds before Charlie was shot. You can see that he's walking with a limp as though he had perhaps a gun barrel down the side of his body. Robinson's alleged movements are being mapped out by the prosecutors. Here's what we got. The first part of the video is very clear. It's not grainy. It appears to show Robinson pulling into the parking garage, getting out of his silver Dodge Challenger. You can even see his license plate there. In the morning, he walked the campus. He made contact with the Turning Point representatives, allegedly asking about when the event would be that day. Second time he comes on campus on foot later that morning, he stopped to eat at a Chick-fil-A. He left campus around 11 a.m. The third time he comes back to the campus, also on foot. He is scoped out. The second time, Hull noticed that he's walking with a limp. It seemed that the limp was caused by hiding a rifle in the pant leg. It shows the man appeared to be Robinson going onto the staircase, leading to the roof of the Losi building, where the officer said he saw a sniper post.
You know, this is just... Wow, it's just kind of reminding me, like, how easy it is to murder someone to a certain extent. Be like, oh, just, have the rifle in your pants and walk as if you have a limp, and, you can just get through with a gun and then, just get on top of a building and snipe somebody. I mean, I will say that according to reports, like, with the gun he had and the training that he had, like, he got a lucky shot, allegedly.
It shows a man lying in a prone position on the Losi building, and Hull maintains that this is Robinson. The man can be seen then running across the rooftop building after he fired the shot, jumping down onto the grass and moving away from the building. So I don't know what else. What else are you going to do here? What else is there? Every single conspiracy theory atomized in a single day, in a single moment, with demonstrable and empirical evidence. Medical examiner also testified, reported that the cause of death was a gunshot wound to the neck. There was no other injury for Charlie. So this is not an exploding microphone from Israel. Turning Point USA turned over all high-definition footage from their cameras of the shooting to law enforcement, so the videographer didn't steal the footage and hide it secretly.
Yeah, that does explain a lot, because all the footage that we have seen were people that were already that were in the audience filming all the debates and everything. That actually makes a lot of sense if you think about it.
To obscure the reality of the murder. Lead investigator testified that the big tip came from Tyler Robinson turning himself in. So he did turn himself in. He wasn't found as some type of patsy. Access to the rooftop. Oh, by the way, he hasn't behaved like a patsy. We see how patsies behave. I mean, you know as a matter of fact that Lee Harvey Oswald is a patsy. Jack Ruby is also a patsy. You can see it in their behavior and in their testimony and in their outbursts. You can see it in how they exchanged with law enforcement. Tyler Robinson admitted to law enforcement that he did this, and then he's been laughing and sneering in court about it. He's happy about it. He's bragging about it. He's making a show. And he did so today, sneering once again and giggling in the face of the Kirk family. No remorse, just pure evil. Access to the rooftop is easy. The staircase is open to the public and a small guardrail can be hopped over to gain entry to the gravel rooftop, so no Spider-Man ability necessary to get on the roof. The defense actually does have access to the state's discovery. They have filed 0 motions to compel because they're satisfied with the cooperation. So the state's turned over all the evidence. There's no grand conspiracy theory. No bolt action rifles don't auto-eject casings. If one is fired, the casing was found inside of the rifle, 3 others unfired rounds, and they also had Robinson's DNA on them. So this isn't some setup trying to frame Tyler Robinson. Tyler Robinson was laughing in court. So we're left with all the evidence presented today, or a mass conspiracy of Israel, Egypt, France, and the U.S. military, Charlie's former security, Erica Kirk, Cabot Phillips, Capital, FBI, ATF, Utah Police, the judge, the Turning Point USA, all in on the plot together without a shred of evidence. If you believe this, go to church. Humble yourself before God. Ask for wisdom.
Well, anyway.
Reminder that Tyler Robinson texted his Troon boyfriend that he was going to return to the campus to try and get his gun back. If I'm able to grab my rifle, I will have left no evidence. I might have to abandon it. All right, I'm going to have to leave it. This really sucks because there were too many cops. And now the judge reacting to the high definition footage of Charlie Kirk's murder.
Associated with it, the sound to be played as well. You may proceed.
We pray for justice here. Enough of this, enough evil. All that this has done, this fracturing the base, muddying the waters, conspiracy theories about who was really behind it, like all that this has done is redirect the righteous anger of the American people in unproductive and completely spurless ways that serves virtually no one and visits more pain upon the Kirk family and makes us a less safe country. It makes us a less safe movement because the actual perpetrators and the agents of left-wing violence and the unhinged ideologies that come forth from transgender ideology, radical identity ideology, that all of these things were given a pass and were not the focus of our rage, fury, and anger over the last few months. And instead, some of the worst actors got away with peddling nonsense and lunacy and preying on the weak minds, or the, I think, actually more arguably, bored minds of predominantly bored women who have nothing better to do.
And that's a shot at Candace Owens. Oh, geez, man. Oh, geez, Rick. Oh, man, I don't know if I can take this anymore, Rick. It's a little undeniable what's going on, Rick. I think. Wait, is Candace being sued? I think she's getting sued by Candace Owens lawsuit. Okay. Well, let's take a look here. All right, let's see here. Candace Owens is currently involved in 2 high-profile lawsuits: defamation lawsuit by French President Emmanuel Macron and First Lady Brigitte, or whatever. Okay, defamation lawsuit by Charlie Kirk's former security guard. The claim filed in May 2026. Podcaster co-defendant Mitch Snow were sued by former military official and security guard Sean Harpole. Harpole alleges Owens defamed him by falsely. Okay. So TPUSA isn't suing him. Okay. TPUSA isn't suing him, and Erica Kirk isn't suing him right now. Okay. All right. So what this kind of tells me is that TPUSA and Erica Kirk are holding off until this is done, because they know that a lot of the evidence is going to be put forth to the public. And then if they do a defamation claim towards her afterwards, then they would most likely win if that is the case. So I know nothing about the whole security guard thing. I can only imagine a certain amount is true, a certain amount is false. I really don't know. I haven't looked into it too much. But that's the play that I would make. That's the play that I would make. I don't know about you guys. But anyway, with that being said, my chat decided to go bust on me. So which is a really so I have to pull up. That's why I was trying to change things in the app there. So hold on one second. Let's go. How about we do it this way? Will that work? Kinda. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. We're actually gonna end it there. The next story was gonna be the Mizkif one, but we'll continue that tomorrow. For now, we are gonna look for people to raid. All right, here. Sorry for people on the shorts stream at the moment. Something was going on with my app and it wasn't bringing your guys' chat up, so I really do apologize for that. So if there's anyone who subscribed, I'm so sorry that I missed it. I got to work on my app a little bit more, so I do apologize for that. But let's take a look on who is live streaming right now. All right, let's see here. Actually, let's just go here. Makes it easier. Toasty is streaming. Let's see, Deep Humor. Oh, Hypnotic. Do we want Hypnotic or Toasty? You know, we'll go ahead with Toasty. We'll go ahead with Toasty there. Copy link address, customization. And I'll do this on both of them. Oh, wait. No, wait. Change up. We're going to go Dermy Wormy. All right. So that's one there. And let's get one for the short stream. Man, I hate how YouTube sets up their shit. It really bugs the hell out of me. All right. And there's that. And let's see, Rumble Studio, Rumble Raid. Let's oh, Tectone, I guess. Oh no, Furious Dan. No, let's do Stark. All right. There you go there. All right, everybody. Just remember that you are somebody. I am nobody. Thank you so much for joining me after this long hiatus, because I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll be sure to fix my chat. All right. Bye-bye.